y'all, what's going on? It's your girl Trey Manifest, and I'm back with yet another video. First things first, Happy New Year to everyone. This is my first video of the new year. I've been gone for a little bit. Y'all know how life gets. Things happen. I have a lot of things going on, and on top of that, I'm still working. So, yeah, I'll do an update on everything that's going on. But this video right here, nigga, is about hexing, curses, and Bane magic. So, let me get a little bit into the backstory on this situation. Someone has done something to me. Someone broke in my house and stole stuff. And the major thing is they stole stuff off my altar. Anyways, so they stole stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like when people steal my stuff. I work hard for my stuff. And I don't play about my stuff. So, what I did was, instead of retaliating physically, I'm a metaphysicist. I'm an alchemist. For lack of a better word, well, not for lack of a better word, but in other words, people might call me a witch. Call me what you want. I like the term alchemist better, and goddess, because, you know, that's me. But anyways, why not handle it with some magic? So, let me tell you guys what I did. I got the hexing and cursing. So, I went out, I bought me a black candle. Currently have my black candle on my altar lit. It's going very nicely. I love it. Like, the flame is nice and strong. I wish I could turn the camera around and show you guys. I might post a picture. But, I got me a black candle. I wrote me a spell. What else did I do? I went out and bought some supplies. So, I'm going to show you the supplies that I got just real quick. I got me some sulfur powder. This is really good. I originally went to go get crossing powder, but no one had it already made. So you can make crossing powder with a mixture of sulfur and a couple other things, black salt. I didn't manage to get any black salt, but I got my sulfur powder. I'll go back and pick up some black salt. I might need it one day. So I got me some sulfur powder, some graveyard dirt. I didn't buy this. I actually went out to the cemetery, to my great-grandmother's grave. Shout out to my great-grandmother and my other ancestors. Got me some graveyard dirt. You want to have this stuff on hand because it really comes in handy. You never know when you might need it. I didn't know I would need it for this. But I went out there. When you're collecting your graveyard dirt, this is the thing. If you're not going to go buy it, which I wouldn't buy it. I would go collect it myself because you don't know what grave it came from. And I felt like this was a personal situation to me, so I went to my ancestors and asked for their help. So, you can use graveyards from other people. Like, if somebody, who's been done wrong in the same way you've been done wrong, you know, you can do your research and you can you can ask for their assistance and use their graveyard dirt. However, I wouldn't use my great-grandmother's. We were very close when she was alive, so I know she wouldn't mind helping me. We family, and my other ancestors. So I did that. When collecting my graveyard dirt, of course, I made sure I took care of my ancestors. Burnt some ancestor money at the cemetery. I asked for permission. You want to leave an offering. Copper. Very important. Copper. Leave a copper offering. Everywhere I looked up said leave like 13 pennies. And then another place, a couple other places I looked said that it was fine as long as it's an odd number. I only happen to have had 7 pennies because the rest of the shit was stolen. Anyways, so I used my 7 pennies. I left them on my great-grandmother's grave. Asked for her permission to collect the dirt. Collected the dirt. And so now I have graveyard dirt, and I have it on deck for any time I need it. Don't get greedy with it. You only need a baggie full. Not even a whole baggie full, a handful. So I went and got a handful. For this, I needed fresh dirt. So that's why I went out and grabbed it. Along with that, like I said, I got me a candle. I got me a black candle. I lit it. I wrote what I wanted to happen. And, you write, if you know who it is, you can write their name. If you don't, you write whoever this may be, or whoever did this. Did that, put it under my candle, lit my candle. From my previous video, before you light your candle, you gotta cleanse it. Cleanse it. anoint it, and then I did add my sulfur powder to it, which is the equivalent sort of to crossing powder, because nobody had crossing powder already made. So I did that, and I wrote me a spell. I used some parchment paper. You pull out the parchment paper for real stuff. Otherwise, I'll use regular paper, but parchment paper is something special about that. Parchment paper, you can get this from your local botanica, witch shop, wherever they sell witchcraft supplies. There's other places you can get it. It's like regular paper, like paper that you like print on. Like, I guess it's like paper that you would put like what do they call, certificates and stuff on. So I got me some parchment paper. It came in a kit like this. Came with my dragon's blood ink. So I have my parchment paper. Like I said, drastic times call for drastic measures. My pen, wrote it with my pen, and my dragon's blood ink I used. I did that, wrote the spell. Normally I would look up one online, but like I said, this was personal, so I created it myself. You don't have to use other people's spells. Use your own imagination, use your own intuition when it comes to magic, because that's the best thing to use. So I did that, wrote me a spell down. At the end of the spell, write so mote it be, and feel like it's already done. I folded the spell up. I put it in a separate baggie with a little bit of graveyard dirt, because you don't need to use a lot. Like, I keep this in my supply stash. So I used a little bit of that, sprinkled it in with the parchment paper with the spell written on it, with it folded up. The graveyard dirt with the sulfur powder. You can add black salt. I didn't have any, but you can add that too. Add that. I put it in there, shook it up, let it sit for a little bit. Then I took a ride. Where did I take a ride to? I took a ride to the cemetery. I do have a video that I'm going to show, and I'll explain exactly what I did, how I did it. But when I went back to the cemetery, every time you go to the cemetery, if you're going to use spirits or whatever, you want to make sure you send some respect, send an offering. So out at the cemetery, I burnt me some, first I asked for their permission there at the cemetery. Then I burnt some paper. I burnt some ancestor money, I'm sorry. I burnt some ancestor money. Then I burnt the parchment paper with the spell on it to transfer it. We know when you burn things, that transfers it over into the spiritual world. And I took the ashes. I burnt it in my cauldron. I did take my cauldron with me. I have a little cauldron. So I burnt it in my cauldron, dumped the ashes in the baggie along with it, made sure it was in there nice and good with the sulfur powder and everything. Then, like I said, I went to the cemetery. At the cemetery, I found the crossroad. It was hard for me to find, well, not that hard, but it was kind of, they had to do a little research to find a cemetery with a crossroad, with a dirt road, because most of them are paved now. So you want to take it to a crossroad. But why? Because you're crossing someone, you're hexing someone. So you take it to a crossroad and you bury it. So that's what I did. I took it and I buried it. So I have a video showing you guys exactly what I did and how I did it. I'll explain it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to add your 2 cents, leave it in comments. Send me a message. And meantime, I'll be checking back in and let y'all know how things are going and what's going on. I'll also be back with other videos, because now I gotta get on my stuff, because people, it's getting real out here. Like, I do want to say one thing before I go. I do want this video to be short, but one thing before I go. People have this like negative connotation on like cursing and hexing, and me, I'm not trying not to use magic for things unless the situation calls for it. But it's just like, I'm a magical person. Fuck it, why not? On top of the fact that I said that, like I said, this was a personal situation for me. So, don't let nobody fuck with you, okay? Like, at the end of the day, like, and this is what I hate about religion, and I used to be a Christian. I hate about religion is that we're taught to turn the other cheek. Don't do an eye for an eye, this, that, and the third. Like, no, don't let nobody fuck with you. Revenge is divine. What kind of God lets someone just do anything to him and don't retaliate? No. God and the devil, situation with the devil, wouldn't do that. So, you're not going to sit back and treat me like I'm some type of bitch. Excuse the language, but yeah, as you can tell, I'm very adamant about the situation. But, yeah, so, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, like I said, hit me up. It's your girl Trey Manifest. I'm here. Make sure you subscribe and check out my real life manifesting Instagram page. Until then, peace, love, and light, y'all, and I'll be back.
All right, y'all, so let's come on and get down to business. I'm going to tell y'all what I did. So I'm out at the graveyard. I'm at a crossroad. Got my supplies out. There's my cauldron. I have my ancestor money to give my my little offering to the spirits and ancestors. I brought 3 bills out. 3 seems to be my number that I work with a lot. Let's give up our offering. Get that ancestor money burning. You really want to be focused and focus your intent. Like you see the look on my face, like I'm about my business right now. You feel me? But yeah. All right. I was kind of having difficulty with the wind, but y'all get the point. I probably should have fast forwarded this part, but whatever. Y'all see, I mean business. I got my all black on. Got my face all up. All right. Put in the cauldron. Got my cauldron out. All right, now this right here is my bag that I told you guys about that had my rent in the tent or my spell. You want to read this out loud before you do this. I had someone with me. I didn't want to know exactly what I was doing or who I was doing it against. So I was saying it in my mind as it was burning. So you want to send it over into the astral realm. Send your request over. So get it nice and burning there with my parliament paper. Put in my little cauldron. There you go. You see I'm focusing. I'm using my intent. And just really focus on what you want the outcome to be or what you want to happen. Fire nice and going. Let it burn out. Okay, so don't do what I did. I didn't let the cauldron cool off a little bit at all. As you can see, I just put it right in there, and I kind of melted the bag a little bit when I put the ashes in. But just dump your ashes in there with the sulfur and the graveyard dirt. Mix it around, get it all nice and good. Yeah, baby. So, I didn't bring a shovel with me out here. I thought it would have been kind of weird if the police would have caught me with a shovel in the graveyard. So, I kind of just dug a hole with my foot. And plus, it was snowing out, and the snow was melting, so it was a little muddy out, so it was easier. So, there you go. Break the bag. Okay, so take a look at the supplies in this picture. Now, that green bottle is called rue. And the herbs that I have in there that's hyssop. So this is very important. After you do this spell work, after you do any type of cursing or hexing, you're going to want to protect yourself in a spiritual bath with these 2 items. And then you're done. And that's it. But that's very important that you do that right after to keep yourself protected, you know? All right, y'all. It's your girl, Trey Manifest. If y'all got any questions, comments, leave them in the comments. Hit me up, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, y'all, peace, love, and light.